Hey guys, Jared here, back at it again with another video. As you can probably tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a weekly thing where I tell stories every Sunday. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and if you do want to see more of this, just tell me in the comments. Anyways, this story is about the time me and my two friends got lost in the woods. Well, we didn't really get lost. We just went very far into the woods for some unknown reason. So it started off just chilling in the treehouse or fort in the woods. Just having a good time, you know, listening to some music, having a fire. And actually, we're having the fire on the tree. There were some planks nailed into the tree, and we just got some leaves and bark and just sticks and just stuff it on there. Made a fire. So we were just chilling there, minding our own business, when we heard a twig crack and the sound of people walking through the woods. We looked over, and there was two guys. They looked about 30, and they were hiking. And they told us to put out the fire and that we shouldn't be doing that, even though we're being pretty careful about it. So right when they left, one of my friends, I'll call this friend Jeff, just in case he doesn't want to be in a video. So Jeff pulled the planks right off the tree, ripped them off, and just chucked them to this river that was near us. And then Bob, I'll call him my other friend Bob, he said he saw one of the guys pull out a phone, so we all started running to this trail that was nearby. Okay, so we're all walking up this trail, and we sit down, we're all so paranoid, we think we're gonna get caught by the cops, we're all just sitting there waiting it out. And then eventually we started hearing noises. We heard dogs barking, and we thought it was the cops of dogs searching us down or something. I don't know, it could have been, I don't know. And then we all started running, we started parkouring over logs and just booking it. And then we found this little hill with a ladder on it, so we climbed down the ladder, ran down the hill, and then we're at another trail. So we started walking up the trail. So we walked up the trail for a good 20 minutes and got to the part of the trail where you could go right or left. When you look right, you see a highway where a city is. But when you look left, you see a long trail with no end. So what do you think we chose? We chose left. We're probably walking up that trail for 5 hours. I don't know why we didn't I don't even know why we didn't just turn back after half an hour into the walk. But we didn't, so we kept walking, and after a long time walking through that trail, I just realized that I had my phone with me and the map app on it, so it tells you where you are. So I pull out my phone, and we were actually walking away from our town, very far. We're going to this place, I don't know, we're taking this trail that takes you to a completely other city, so we're going far away from our town. I'll try to put a picture up on the screen of where we were, so that pin is where we were. Anyways, we turned back and saw this trail going to where we needed to go. So we walked up that trail for a nice 30 minutes to an hour, and we saw this big patch of water that we had to cross to get to our town. So we parkoured across the water, and then it was a scene from a movie. We all just walked up, and we saw this massive lake in front of us, and we all just got to the ground and started to give up, except Jeff. Actually, Jeff starts running to get home, and we had to walk around this massive lake. And I'll show you a picture again. That's why we had to walk around. So we started walking around it, and at this point it was getting dark and we were thirsty as hell. And at one point I tripped up, and I got so pissed, and I started punching the ground. I don't even know why, I just started punching the ground so much. I was so angry. Well, we were walking for a solid hour, and we saw a light of a building. But keep in mind, this building was very far away still, but we could barely see the light. Then my mom called, and she asked me where I was because it was a school night, and it was around 10 o'clock. I told her I was going to be home soon because I didn't want her to panic that I was in the woods that late in the night. And by the way, guys, this wasn't a trail in the woods. This was the woods. No trail. We were walking through trees, and I actually got a massive scratch on my back because I was walking through and a big stick sliced my back. So about 20 minutes later, and my mom calls again. So I just tell her that I'm in the woods and we're pretty far from home. She flips out and is telling me where I am, and I'm telling her I don't know because I didn't. So after 30 minutes of my mom on the phone flipping out and us running to get home, we finally get to this light, which is the powerhouse of our town. I'll show the picture again. This is where it was. So we get to this powerhouse, and we had to walk across on the back of a fence, and we had to hold on to it. It was very high off the ground, so if we fell, we probably would have broken something. So we parkoured across this fence and climbed over the railing and walked down the stairs of the powerhouse. And my mom said she was waiting for me at the end of the road because it was blocked off and she couldn't bring her car down there. So we're all walking, and I made it with my mom, and my other friend's parents are there too. So I get in the car and go home, and I actually didn't go to school the next day, so I guess it was worth it. So that's all for this week's story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, tell me if you want me to keep this a weekly thing, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, peace.
That I'm at an all-time low.